right here, AT&T Michigan Avenue flagship store, A Night with Neo. All right, man. Let's go, y'all. Make some noise. Show some love. Show some love. Show some love. Wow, man. My name is Leon Rogers, man. 107.5 WGCI, straight from Chicago at the AT&T Michigan Avenue flagship store. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing? Come on. How y'all doing? Really? Too cool for school. We're here for a great event tonight. My man Neo is going to be in the building, talking to us, talking to you, talking about the new album, answering your questions. We got some people that's hanging out in the Google Hangout. They're going to be asking questions too. We're going to have a good time tonight, and later on, we got some more surprises for you. So stay tuned because it's about to get live. Chicago, I want y'all to show my man some love. He hopped on the plane, came here just for y'all. Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. Put your hands together for the flies, brother I know. Give it up for Neo. Hey, 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 hey. Peace, brother. There you go, sir.
Check. There we go. What's going on, y'all?
What's good, man?
What's going on?
I see you shining, man. Let me hold something.
Hey, come on,
Let
bro.
me hold something. Just till the 15th, till my crazy check
I
comes.
got you.
My man, that's what I'm talking about. First of all, welcome to Chicago, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you in good health, great spirits, man.
Absolutely.
Fans have been out here waiting for you. Let's get right into it.
All right,
New
let's do it.
album, nonfiction. What can we expect?
New album, nonfiction. Official release date, January 27th. I know I've been pushing back a little bit. January 27th is the official release date. Make sure you check for that thing. A little bit more R&B than the stuff that I've been doing over the last couple years. Not to say that I'm stepping away from any specific genre of music. I'm trying to get to that place where when you think Neo, you don't even think genre no more. You just know that it's gonna be quality. You know what I mean?
Sir.
But this album is the rebirth of storytelling. I'm calling it nonfiction because every song on this album is a 100% true story. Some of the stories actually belong to some of y'all, the fans. I reached out via my social media not too long ago asking questions about relationship, life, love, etc., etc. And the responses that I really dug, I wrote songs about. So if you're listening to the album and you hear something kind of familiar, I might just be talking about you.
Wow.
Real talk.
Now, when it comes to writing songs, man, you're right up there with the greatest, man. I want to ask you a question. What brings you more joy, when you write a dope song for Neo, or when you sit back and see somebody performing something you run, you know, man, I did that?
Good question. It's a good question. Honestly, it's kind of the same thing. You know
Okay.
what I mean? It's be it me being on stage doing something that came from the heart and people accepting it and appreciating it, or somebody else being on stage singing something that I wrote from the heart and people accepting it. It's all the same. It's all love at the end of the day. As long as they're showing the love, it's all good.
All right, not only are we going to be out here talking to our fans that's in the audience, we also have some people that want to check in with you via Google Hangout, man, so they can see us right there. We're going to go to Jocelyn in Union City, New Jersey. What's up, Jocelyn? How you doing? Unmute us and talk to us.
There we go.
Okay.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay, you look a little strong-faced to be Jocelyn, but okay.
I'm Harry. I'm actually the one that got the hangout, but I couldn't make it because of work.
Oh, okay. Well, what's going on?
Okay,
What's going on?
so,
Fire away.
how did you learn to accept who you are and the way you sound, and gain confidence to perform for the first time?
Good question. Accepting who I am and the way that I sound. It took some doing. I initially hated my singing voice. I didn't like it at all because my mom is, and will forever be my hero. So anything that she liked, I liked. And I didn't like singing in the beginning because I didn't sound like the people that she used to listen to. You know, my mom used to listen to like the OJs and the Temptations and these heavy voices, and all that. And I didn't have that as a kid. I had like a real little tingy voice as a kid. So I hated singing because I couldn't sound like the guys that she liked. So that's when she introduced me to Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson. And she said to, study the way that they do what they do, and it'll help you get more comfortable with the way that you do what you do. So sure enough, after, studying off the wall, backwards, forwards, left, right, up and down, all of that, I was on the whole thing. After that, I finally got comfortable enough to, to go ahead and do it for myself, and here I am.
Man, there it is, there it is. Thank you for checking in, Union City, New Jersey, Jocelyn, and the crew. Appreciate
Jocelyn
you all.
and crew, yeah.
Let's go to Alex in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. Alex, what up?
There he
Yeah,
is.
man, I was wondering, what do you love most about music?
What do I love most about music?
Alex look real relaxed, don't he?
Alex is chilling.
Alex is chilling.
Alex is on the couch.
That's
He got
like-
some chips. Y'all can't see him, but he got some chips.
He done been through 3 bags, if
Nah.
you know what I mean.
Like, hey, what do you love most about music, brother?
Dorito was so cheesy.
What do I love most about music? What's not to love about music, man? Music is the soundtrack to life, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you do in this life can be done to music, and that's just the beautiful thing about it. Music just makes everything that much better. Have you ever ate to your favorite song?
Man.
It make the food taste better. Them chips that you're eating right now, put on your favorite record and eat them chips. I promise you that tastes 10 times better than they do right now.
Absolutely. Let's go to Eugene, Oregon. How you doing, sweetie?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay. So, who would you like to work with that you have not already?
That I haven't worked with already. Good question. I am a huge fan of Drake. I love what Drake does.
Hey, that would be
Shout
insane,
out to the boy
bro.
Drake. Shout out to the whole OVO crew. They doing major things right now. Shout out to them. I would love to get in with Drake. From a songwriting standpoint, from a standpoint of a writer, I feel like he's absolutely incredible. I love his wordplay. I would love to get in with. I want to work with some classics, some of the living legends that's still around.
Word.
I had the opportunity to meet Patti LaBelle just recently and talk about writing some stuff for her. Shaka Khan I met just recently, talk about writing some stuff for her. Stevie Wonder, people like that, just people that paved the way for me. I want to get in and work with some of them. Some more current people I would love to get in. I've written for Beyonce. I've never did a song with Beyonce per se. I feel like that would be dope. Me and Rihanna, we long overdue. We need to get another one going.
Crazy.
So I could sit here all day talking about people that I want to work with, but those are the ones, just to name a few. Yeah.
Olivia, anything else for Neo?
Who would you like to see me work with? What
right.
you think?
Who would you like to see him work with?
Me? Oh gosh.
Taylor
Put me on
Swift,
the
yeah?
spot. Is that you saying that because I'm blonde?
No. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. No, actually, I'm a fan of Taylor Swift. Have y'all heard Taylor Swift new album?
Crazy.
Taylor Swift new album goes hard. I can't even front.
Listen,
it
man.
goes hard. I didn't want to like it. I was like, when Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a 9-year-old, so that's the anthem. That's
He's
the
supposed
anthem.
to be rocking out to Taylor Swift. What the hell is wrong with? But her new album goes very, very hard. If you ain't got it yet, y'all should go get it. I just sold her another 50 million records. Goodness gracious. The only person on the planet selling 1 million records right now.
To me,
Taylor
and
Swift.
one of my favorite, man, you and Rick Ross, man.
Yeah, man.
Super high, man. Oh,
Absolutely.
my God.
Shout out to the boy Ross. Go get that new one if you ain't got it yet.
Top
Hood
down
Billionaire.
riding with that one, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
killed that right there. Thank you
long
for
overdue
checking
as
in. Olivia, we appreciate
Thank you for your question, babe.
Go Ducks.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So, in this album, what was the thought process besides, I know you said nonfiction, you reached out to the listeners, but you, Neo yourself, are there any songs on the album that's like a story from you, but like there's something that's really tough, really emotional, where it was kind of hard to write it?
A good half of the album is that. I don't like blog sites and your TMZs and your media takeouts and all of that. I don't feel like those are viable sources of information when it comes to artists, because the real talk is, if they don't know, they going to make it up, knowing that y'all just going to eat
get
it up
hits.
anyway, which
Right.
is whack. I don't like that. I've always told people, if you want to know anything about me, ask me. Hit me on Twitter, hit me on Instagram, ask the question. If I get to it, mind you, it's like 7 million people, but if I get to it, I will answer the question. I ain't got nothing to hide from nobody. So I've always told people, if you want to get to know me, ask me or listen to the music. I always put it there. So in order for me to do that, in order for my music to be a viable source of information about me, I got to be as honest as humanly possible, even about the stuff that's a little difficult to be honest about. Over the last couple years, the mother of my children and me broke up, and the whole nine, and my infidelities and all of that. That stuff ain't easy to talk about. It ain't never easy to admit that you was wrong. But I'm a human being at the end of the day. Imperfect and all of my glory and grace, and that's kind of what it is. So there you go.
All right, man. I think we're going to...
We got another question?
Yasmin, straight from the City of Angels. Hey, cutie, how you doing? You got a question for Neo?
Hey everybody, happy holidays. Neo, you've worked so hard, you've achieved amazing levels of success and fame, but how do you remain so humble and firmly grounded?
Other than the fact that my mama would beat my ass if I ever flipped out my forehead and tried to get conceited. Now, you know what keeps me humble? Knowing that this is a blessing, that this is what I'm doing right now. The fact that I can say I love my job and mean it. Everybody don't get to say that. You know what I mean? So you're supposed to appreciate blessings, and when you're given a blessing, you're supposed to be a blessing to somebody else. So that's what keeps me humble. Fear of my mother, and the fact that I know for a fact that I don't care how good you are at something, there's always somebody better. And the second you start not appreciating your blessing, that's when God decides to take it from you. And that new little hot dude coming up, take your spot, and there you go. So I'm not trying to have that happen. I'm going to remain humble, understanding that this is a blessing. This was given to me by God, and I'm going to just keep doing it as best as I can.
You got another question you have for Neo, sweetheart? Give him one more.
For the record, a Neo and Sam Smith record would be really fire.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Shout out to the boy Sam Smith.
Sam
Yeah, we need
Smith,
to get
that
going.
would be hot. That would be hot.
Oh, yeah? He's what? He's here right now? Let me call this.
Right, let's just get a song together, right?
Mr. Smith, we need to talk.
That's crazy, though, if he straight up
I'm
get him on the phone. I'm going to die
call him
laughing.
later. I don't wanna
Bro, with
mess this
all
up.
that's going on in the world today, especially in the United States, you being an African-American male, have you ever wanted to pick up a pen and write about what's going on? Because I feel you guys are like can be the Marvin Gayes and the Smokey Robinsons of our time and make great music, but also very poignant and very political. What have you ever just felt like, man, I need to grab a pen and write this down? Maybe you got something put to the side that was your emotions and you haven't put it in the music yet?
I am definitely in the process of taking my thoughts and opinions on what's been going on.
Word.
And, expressing it the best way I know how, which is through songs. So, yes, and I'm in the process of putting it together right now. I ain't going to put it out until it's all the way right because, what you never want to do is speak about something that's so important from an ignorant standpoint. You want to get all the information so that you can speak from it from a place where, so that you know what you're talking about. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of aggravation pent up, behind what's going on, but you can't really approach it from that place. In that I have a bigger microphone than the average person, I could be the reason that the riots start, or I could be the reason that we keep it peaceful and try to make change the right way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, I got to make sure that I'm right in here first before I give it to them.
That's real talk, brother. I appreciate that wholeheartedly, man. Now, what's your biggest inspiration as far as doing music? What's your biggest inspiration?
Biggest inspiration? Honestly, for a long time, it was just the love of it, man. I do this because I love it. Like, if there was no money in this no more, you still get Neo albums, real talk, just because this is something that I love. This is my first love, and I don't think I'll ever not do music until, my voice and my knees decide that they just don't want to work no more. But until then, I'm going to keep on doing it. That used to be my main reason for doing it. Now, this is a means to feed my kids, man. I have 2 beautiful children. Shout out to Maddie and Mason. And this is how I feed them, man. So it definitely, having children definitely changes up your grind a little bit. Before I go in the studio because I enjoy it, because it's, it's therapy for me. It's my pastime. Now I go in the studio going, okay, this has got to be as good as humanly possible because people have to buy this because I have to feed my children. You know what I mean? So it just changes it a little bit.
All right, man. Hey, the album, once again.
Yes,
Nonfiction.
January 27th. Make sure you check it for it.
What are some singles that we can, some fire, where you can give us a preview right now, kind of like, but this is going to be fire. Check for this one, because this is going to be bananas. This one is going to be either the panty dropper or the dance floor filler.
We definitely got some panty droppers on there.
Praise God for that one. All right.
I got some requests for some of those.
Yes, sir.
People that are fans of songs like Mirror and Say It and whatnot. I got you.
Absolutely.
Got some of those on there for you. Be looking out for a song called Good Morning. Be looking out for a song called Take You There. As far as the panty droppers, let me see. Let me think. It's hard to pick out, just 1 or 2 joints because I personally feel like this is one of my best albums. I can honestly say I feel like this is some of my best work because I definitely took it back to the R&B. That's not to say anybody out there that appreciates the dance music and the EDM, I ain't forgot about y'all. There's some of those on there too. It's just the majority of the album I had to go home, you know, back to my R&B roots. So I honestly say from start to finish, this is another one of them joints you could turn on from the beginning and just
press
play
play.
it on through,
Yes,
man.
sir.
That's what it is.
All right, man. Y'all give it up for my man, Neo. He's going to take a break, but he's going to come back and kick it with y'all. I appreciate you so much for coming out here and rapping with us. Shout out to all our people in the Google Hangout that was hanging out with us nationwide, man. We'll be back in a little bit. Y'all give it up one more time for my man, Neo.